What's going on, guys? I'm LCU, and I'm going to be starting my first ever 31 Days of Halloween marathon. It's definitely one of my favorite seasons of the year, where it also has so many great films to watch throughout the month. And what better film to get started with than Halloween's mascot, Trick or Treat. Let's get started. Interwoven stories demonstrate that some traditions are best not forgotten as residents of a small town face real ghosts and goblins on Halloween. Tales of terror reveal the consequences of extinguishing a jack-o'-lantern before midnight and a grubby hermit's encounter with a sinister trick-or-treater. Trick or Treat, although not perfect, is a film that deserves all the love it can get, especially around the holiday. Yeah, Halloween's a holiday. Say something. Trick or Treat is a refreshing take on an anthology film where all stories are interwoven, and may I add, handled very well by giving us small bits of information at first, then tying it all back in together later on. With horror films being easily mishandled and oversaturated over the years, Trick or Treat does such a good job separating itself from the pack by bringing an original premise to us where it's about 4 to 5 morality tales of what goes on Halloween. Most stories are fine and fitting for what Halloween is, outside of maybe 1 or 2 stories. This film doesn't really focus on its characters all that much, making the storylines the main focal point, and that's definitely for the better. Outside of our beloved Sam, and maybe 2 or 3 other characters, most of them were severely underwhelming, coupled with pretty bad acting as well. But that also could be the point with this over-the-top concept. The script didn't really do that many favors, being just fine for what it is, but it also gets a pass from me due to the fairly high kill count that kept the film very lively, so there was no real reason to get attached to these characters anyways. Now for the production design. It worked so well with the film's themes and tones that were set, doing a great job capturing that Halloween feel. And the set pieces were well selected, coupled with great costumes to bring such a great Halloween vibe. Now when it comes to the few negatives of the film, one of my biggest ones is the clashing of the tones. I feel like sometimes I wasn't quite sure what it wanted to be, where it was certainly over the top, silly, and cracking jokes on occasion, but there were also an equal amount of times where it seemed like they were trying to be too serious, so things didn't quite pay off to its potential for me. One of the other issues I had is the choppiness of the pacing. With an anthology film, pacing issues are easy to run into, where in the case of Trick or Treat, some stories get more screen time than others, where inevitably left most plots underdeveloped, where everything was happening so quickly. Overall, this one had a very fun story structure, great set pieces, a great grasp on Halloween, and of course, bringing our Halloween mascot to life. This film isn't top of the pack for me due to things being cut short and not having too many characters to get attached to, but man, it's so much fun. Trick or Treat gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Let me know what you think of Trick or Treat in the comments below, and let me know what film you'd like to see me review next. See you guys in the next one.